What's up, folks? This video will be in multi-parts and I'll put it all together later. It's about 1:15 a.m. on November 26th. The last y'all heard from me, I was, my doctor said I needed to go to the hospital emergently, but her scheduler was like, the best I can do is January, at the end of January. And so I was like, well, that'll have to do. And sorry, I got y'all in my throat. Pause. What was I about to say? Oh, yeah. So the scheduler had me down for the wrong date. Or she had me out for January 27th. And, they sent me some instructions via the My Chart app. If your hospital doesn't have it, I doubt they're a legit hospital. And, but yeah, it's very convenient with keeping up with your appointments and all that other stuff. And, it also allows you to send messages to your provider or them to send messages to you. And I got, mind you, I just woke up 20 minutes ago. I'm not high. I wish I was. Sorry. It allows them to send messages to you, and I got a message later that day saying that I would be in the epilepsy monitoring unit for 2 to 5 days, and basically giving me instructions for the epilepsy monitoring unit, which I did plenty of times, but that was all pre-NeuroPace implant. That. And I was like, that doesn't sound right. So I messaged back and I was like, hey, I'm supposed to be getting a plasma exchange series and rituximab. This doesn't sound right. And the nursing assistant asked the nurses, or the doctor's main nurse, and she has to go back to my doctor, and my doctor, I guess, laid down the hammer, and she was like, no, I didn't say I wanted to see her in the epilepsy monitoring unit as soon as we could fit her in. I said we need to see her immediately, get her in here immediately. So she called me back, the doctor's nurse, and she was like, yeah, so we're trying to get you in here on Monday. And I was like, well, Monday, that's going on, so how about Tuesday? Today. She was like, okay, that's fine. We'll see you at 8 o'clock on Tuesday the 26th. And So this is going to be 9 to 10 days in the hospital. Luckily, my cousin, who's really, really close with my daughter and my dog, my daughter's out of school this week. I took her over there to stay with her for the week. And when she's, the week is done, my mom is going to pick her up and stay with her and take her to school and stuff. And I will be out of the hospital a few days before her birthday. Not on her birthday like I was with the SEEG last year. But I've already got all the party planned and everything else. So we're good, money. And I'm taking my laptop. So we're good. I'm doing it right now. A guy that I was dating briefly, he said, or I told him to go and look at the videos, top to bottom, and just to know what was going on with me. And he was like, you started out faster. You were talking faster. And now you speak slower. And I was like, I'm always doped up. I take a lot of medications. And he was like, no, you were on medications in your first videos. And he's like, you speak slower now. And someone also commented saying I speak slower. The guy was Jamaican, and then the commenter was Cool Runnings 1911. Are you sneaking? Anyway. I went back on Saturday and looked at my videos from before surgery, after the SEEG surgery, after the laser ablation surgery, and then after they installed the NeuroPace. And my vocabulary was on point. My speech was fluid, quick, and everything. And until I had the NeuroPace implant installed. And so I was about to be, because my daughter went to the mall, I was picking them up. I was in the mall parking lot about to burst into so many tears. Like, did I make a mistake? And getting this put into my head. My hair is in an afro type situation because I had to clean it, take out my little weave and everything. And my hair's not long enough. Anyway. I didn't want to bring it up to anybody, but I asked my daughter. I was just like, hey, do you notice that I speak slower? And she was like, no, it's not that you speak slower. It's like you can't find the words that you want to say, so it comes out slower. And I was like, okay, thanks. And I told this to my sister last night, tonight, like literally 2 hours ago when I went to bed. I don't know why I'm up. Anxiety. And my sister said that she doesn't think that I've lost my vocab or I can't find the words, but she has noticed a slowing in my speech. But she is a healthcare administrator, and she's like, I don't think you made a mistake in doing the no pace. I think you did the best decision for you, and we'll figure everything out. And I don't know. I've had a series of this, or a hospital stay like this before, but I wasn't as anxious. And I don't think, I wasn't anxious at all. I was just in pain, and I think that was part of it. But I've gone through 3 brain surgeries, one of which was a full craniotomy. And I'm on 4 epilepsy medications on top of other medications, and I feel like I shouldn't be going through this. I shouldn't be an emergent situation to go back to the hospital, but because my autoimmune illness may be relapsing, or my epilepsy has found a way to get just across the river bend to the other side of my brain. I don't know. I really don't know. I had something to say, but I forgot it. It's been happening a lot more lately. Been having seizures and forgetting them, that I had them, like right after. My lips trashy. A whole bunch of just new symptoms, and I do have what we thought was temporal lobe epilepsy. It's actually insular cortex epilepsy. They did laser ablation on either the anterior or posterior, I don't know, either the front or the ass of my insular cortex, and that is what really involves memory and speech and language, and that's my job. And I'm like, is this why I haven't gotten a job yet? Have I been coming across as non-linguistic in my interviews? I don't know. And yeah, I'm just in my feels. I need to go back to sleep. I had more to say to y'all, but of course I forgot it. My dryer is on the fritz, so it takes like 2 or 3 cycles to dry the clothes. So that's what you hear in the background. I was like, well, since I'm up, might as well dry this last load of clothes one more time. I've done so much laundry and cleaning, it's ridiculous. I don't know. I I'll update y'all when I'm at the hospital. Yo, as you can see, I am in the hospital. They're doing they're trying to find a good vein because they tried and poked, and my veins were like not having it. I have leads on my scalp, and he let me put my little beauty store turban on, but because I was looking wild. But everybody's really nice, and my nurse happened to be a former student of my mom, who's asleep on the couch right now. I don't know. But yeah, so everything, I'm not gonna say it's going swimmingly. Everything is going okay. And a doctor came in this morning and asked me my whole history from 2006 to this. And I told him. And knowing all of your history and spitting it out at different times is one thing, but just running it down all at once was a bit much. Yeah, so that was whatever.
You want me to order you some breakfast?
Yes, I do want breakfast. Scrambled eggs, bacon, and grapes.
2 eggs?
Yes.
2 eggs, bacon, grapes.
And do you have cranberry juice?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You want toast or bagel?
Toast. White toast. White toast.
Butter and jelly?
Yes.
Grape or strawberry?
Strawberry.
Alright. Those are all the questions they're gonna ask me.
Okay. Sorry. I haven't eaten, so it's time to get fed. Yeah, so luckily, seriously, luckily, do not have to cook for Thanksgiving.
Yeah, I'll call you someday.
But I will be out in time for Jordan's birthday, her sweet 16. And thank you for those of you that have kept me in your thoughts and prayers. They are not mutually exclusive, and everybody does not need to do one for the other, okay? But yeah, so thank you, and I'm signing off here. I don't know what I'll feel like doing. I don't know. Sleepy now, apparently. Alright, bye guys. It's almost 7 o'clock. Tuesday the 26th. I think I'm just gonna put all these clips together and make one video because, yeah. So today was the first of 9 or 10 days that I'll be here, and it was ouch. I don't know a better word to say. I got admitted, signed forms, did this, did that. My mom was here with me. She fell asleep on the couch, and I took my morning medicine, and I was falling asleep. And then I got told I had to take some calcium and some folic acid. And I was like, that's fine. I don't take vitamins anyway. If it's not Flintstones, why do it? No, just joking. But the doctors came by, and they were basically like wanting the rundown from beginning to end of my illness. And so I took them all the way back to 2006, and all the big events, the big procedures, the medications like steroids and everything else. We went through all that, and all the way up till 2 months ago when I guess my seizures started to change. And I mean, everything is cool. Everybody's nice. My day nurse was one of my mom's students. My mom is a retired nurse, and she's a nursing instructor at a college here. Hey, is that a pimple? No, it's just stuff. Anyway, so they were like, okay, so what we're looking to see. They were basically looking to see how my seizures react and how I react, and if it's autoimmune, if it's just the seizures, and what do the seizures have to do to correlate with all of that. And they're going to give me a plasma exchange and rituximab and see how those change. So that's why, even though I have a neuropiece device in my head, I have leads on my scalp and in my hair. Yeah, so they told me that, and they told me that they were more than likely going to do a line, what is it called? A Quentin line down my chest into my, I don't know, whatever the shit gets into. But it's very effective, I guess. Why can't I remember what I was about to say? I'll edit this out. Oh, so, wow, that was a really long lapse in, like, just thinking, not even trying to figure out what I was trying to remember. Anyway, they were trying to draw blood and start an IV way before they did the catheter line. And I had hydrated all yesterday, hydrated this morning. I was water. Because every time that I come to the hospital, they're like, oh, your veins are so little. Did you drink water? And I'm like, okay, we're not going to have that problem this time. Aquafina, wet. And so I'm chugging water all day yesterday, to the point where I've had to pee all day today, and now I'm stuck at the bed. But neither here nor there. But they poked me like 15 times to get 2 blood draws, and then had to bring in the special sonogram machine to find a vein, and the vein to get the IV. And the vein that they found is so tiny, they have to push everything small so it won't blow. But they know they're going to have to take it out in a day or two because it will blow. So, after we did that, my nurse was like, oh, they're ready for you down in the lab to get your catheter. We gotta go. And so we went down there, and they explained things to me, and I was like, I'm gonna have sedation. And they were like, oh, you ate breakfast, so you can't have sedation. And I was like, well, fuck, I wouldn't have eaten. That was just the option. But it was okay. They were like, we'll give you fentanyl. And I was like, that's the only pain medicine that works on me. And they were like, okay. It'll only take about 30 minutes max. And the radiologist did it. And I went and laid on the table and everything. And pause. Oh, okay. Thank you.
Is that good?
No, you good.
All right.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
My dinner has arrived. Anyway, so I get up on the x-ray table, and he's got all this high-tech stuff I didn't even know radiologists did. I just thought they read x-rays. But he they made me turn my head to the side, to this side, and I don't know what he did, but basically he poked a hole in me and stuck the catheter down there. I could feel like in my chest where he stuck the catheter while he was putting the catheter in. And I was like, oh my gosh. And it hurt the whole time. And I asked for some fentanyl. They gave it to me. But they only could give me one little thing, and it didn't last that long, so I didn't need more than that one. And that was at like 1 o'clock. It's 7 o'clock, and this thing still hurts. They're like, it may hurt for a day or two, and they put a lidocaine patch on me, on my back. I don't know, but this hurts. It doesn't hurt to talk, but it hurts when I move in certain directions. Anyway. I can't hold the phone. Sorry. When they got me back to my room, they immediately started with the first plasma exchange. I'm going to have one today and one tomorrow, and then every other day. I don't know if I said that. And I was kind of dozing off when he first started, and then my lunch came, and I ate that and watched Stumptown, which is a very good show. You should check it out. It's on Hulu or ABC. But he told me to let him know if like my lips were tingling, because that was a symptom of something and it could get worse, or it was just little things to look for to let him know it was getting worse, but it was fine. But so he packed up and he left after it was 2 hours. The plasma exchange was 2 hours. I have to do 4 more of those on separate days. Tomorrow, then skip a day, and then the next day, blah, blah, blah. And for some reason, after he had left and they had turned my lights out, I just got extremely nauseous. And I called the nurse and was like, I feel like I'm about to puke. And they came in and gave me a puke bag. And it's just like an airplane, little birth bag. But I still feel nauseous now. Not as much as so, but I still feel it. I really don't think this tape or whatever is hypoallergenic. I just don't. We'll give it till tomorrow to see, but I don't think it is. Anyway, so they came in here and they put the lidocaine on my back, gave me the barf bags, and tried to barf. Nothing came out. Apparently, I went to sleep. I had only been asleep for 10 minutes. I thought it had been for hours. 10 minutes. And I woke up like I'm having a seizure. What the fuck? Press the button. And there's a button you press if you're having a seizure. And they're like, doing the standard epilepsy monitoring unit things like, where are you? What's your name? Remember this key phrase, blah, 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 blah. And I was cool, but I was like, y'all, like, this is crazy. I just hopped up out of nowhere and just, I really was having a seizure. And they were like, yeah, we saw, and my nurse was like, yeah, you've been having little seizures all day. And I was like, really? She was like, yeah. They told us that's your baseline, and so don't even like worry about giving you the little I'm having a seizure button because you're gonna have them all day. And I was like, no wonder it was so hard to find where I needed it. But they were like, what did it feel like? I was like, I don't even know. I really don't even know. But from the time she gave me my barf bags, put the patch on my back, and from the time I popped up with that seizure, I thought it had been hours. It had only been 10 minutes. And my nurse asked me, do I notice times when I wane and wax between talking slowly and like barely being coherent and being just chitty chatty talkative, da 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 da. I'm like, if I take my medicine, I know that's gonna happen. So I notice those times, but anything else, no, I don't see it. And so I'm gonna try to look for that, but y'all, I don't know what's up with the autoimmune disease. I don't know what's up with my epilepsy. We're not here to fix anything, but I think we're here to find answers. And when the doctors come tomorrow, I need to know what answers are we here to find. Because, or what is going to be next steps if they find answer A, B, or C. Because this shouldn't be happening after I got my brain sliced open 3 times for the sake of improvement. And if my autoimmune disease had been gone or remitted, if that process had run through and I've had these surgeries, I should be on an incline, and I am not. So I need to know, what are we looking for? What answers are we looking for? And when we get those answers, what are our options? Because I just don't know. I probably am going to take a look at this dinner. If it looks good, I might take it. I'm not taking a bite. I'm still nauseous. Just got my dental work.
Megan, which side is your neuropacer on?
It's like right here.
So you just swipe it over. Okay. And it like puts a tick or something in the.
Yeah. Talk to you later.